Ever since a young age, I always enjoyed attention. Anytime my mother whipped out a camera, I struck a pose or created a comical face so I could hear the laughs from friends and the sighs from my mom or dad. I enjoyed hearing my parents' exasperated remarks as they would say, "Oh, that's just Sid being Sid." As I grew older into elementary school and middle school, nothing much changed. For every speech or project, I was consistently the first student to shoot her hand up in the air and wave it around frantically so I could present my work first. I loved the feeling of standing in front of my peers speaking confidently for all to hear, even though most probably were not even paying attention. As I was growing in my communication skills in my other classes, my confidence was shrinking because of an anxiety problem I had in my band class, performer's anxiety. In my middle school band, I played clarinet. When I picked up the instrument for the first time, I fell in love with the ways the keys felt when I pushed them down and the warm sound it produced. I loved it so much that I practiced every day for 3 hours. My teacher began to notice that my musical skills were growing quickly, but she was disappointed that there was one aspect hindering me, and that was the nervousness I had performing on the instrument. For every playing test, which was where you played a scale or a piece of music in front of the whole class, I trembled violently, and my breathing became short and shallow. Only a couple of symptoms Marcus, a public speaking author, describes in this form of anxiety. One time, I even had a nosebleed in front of the class. This did not help at all. As I entered high school, nothing much changed. My high school band director assigned me as principal clarinet player in the Wind Symphony since my freshman year, a high honor, but he recognized that I was struggling playing in front of the class. "You sound flawless in the practice rooms," he said to me once, "but something is happening to your tone and confidence when you know someone else is listening." In frustration to his comment, I went home and practiced, even though it never seemed to make a difference. At the beginning of my senior year, also the beginning of marching band season, my band director approached me. "For our show this year, I am having you play a solo at Grand Nationals." In marching band world, Grand Nationals is the marching band competition that attracts approximately 25,000 audience members per show. In that moment, I